Sheriff Walker speaking.
Hey, Sheriff Walker, how you doing this afternoon, man?
Doing fine. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm doing great. I mean, you took the time out of your day to come and talk to me, man. You're a celebrity.
No, not a celebrity. That's here still in at the office.
Oh, come on, man. You're like a local hero, brother. Well, I did they tell you what I wanted to talk to you about?
No,
I recently saw that despite critics, you remember Peach County a few days ago did a bust and found 453 pounds of marijuana, right?
right.
Yeah, I saw that you commented on that, telling them that they did a good job, and I just wanted to say thank you for having that cohesiveness and sticking with the other sheriff's department and continuing to perpetuate the failed drug war.
Like you're saying, that was a significant amount that they got off the streets the other day, and I put in there a great job, and that's all I said, great job. And they think and everybody started jumping on me, so I called the sheriff this morning and I said, I want to get a laugh out of you this morning. So I told him, he said, yeah, man. He said, I've been catching a lot of flack too, and I mean, but I don't know. That's the society that we live in now, and people can say what they want to say, but the marijuana today is more potent than the marijuana was back in the 70s and 80s. I mean, so this is a different marijuana that they have out here. It's got a different aroma to it, and they're mixing it with, formaldehyde. They're mixing it with, different methamphetamines and all this, because they're trying to give it to have the ultimate high, So, but to comment, on somebody's page about, what they did, I mean, and then you get people, what's the matter with you, what's so good about it and all that. It's just something, I mean, but so that's kind of what happened with it.
Yeah, well, I've got a niece that tried a marijuana one time. I don't know anything about it. I've never been anywhere near it, but I got a niece that tried a marijuana one time, and the very next day she died of AIDS. So, I
understand. That's just how it can be. Your first experience, like you said, could be a life-threatening situation. You may not get to share your testimony that, like some people do, they can say, what it did to them, and it lived to tell it, and never use it anymore. But you got some people, they get hooked on it, and and they can't get away from it.
Yeah, and most people don't live to tell their story about experimenting with marijuanas. Right. Like my niece who died of AIDS the very next day.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know how many 453 pounds. I don't know how many people could have possibly died of AIDS from that 453 pounds. But I would say you probably Peach County probably saved millions of lives right there, right?
Oh, yeah, and that's what people don't look at. When you start talking, like you're saying, how much they got off the street, and the lives that it could have saved. But a lot of people, like I say, they're really thinking, since you hear about the